Ni hao, washi li ke, I am Rick. And well, I've lived in China for almost 30 years and I've seen so many changes.
This gate remains unchanged for hundreds of years. But today's China is no longer what it was. I have been to many places and spoke with many people, trying to find out what has brought the country to this day.
We're about to witness the national flag-raising ceremony. It's the pursuit of harmony, equality, development, and a better life that unites the people of China.
Watch this ceremony. I feel very excited. Like this morning I woke up at 4 to get here.
When I stand here, I am much closer to my country, so I think this is a way to express my love to my country.
Well, actually today is my birthday, and watching the flag raising ceremony on my birthday makes me feel like, well, my motherland is with me all the time, and kind of we grow up together.
This year marks the 100th anniversary of the founding of the CPC. The entire nation is on a path to the realization of national rejuvenation. Behind me is the Great Hall of the People. Every year, lawmakers and political advisors gather here from all over China to discuss the development of China. And it's known as the Two Sessions. It's a key event in the political calendar. Well, what concerns them the most? We're going to connect with our correspondent from Xinhua, who's in the northern part of China in Inner Mongolia, and he's going to introduce a lawmaker to us.
Hey Rick, how are you?
I'm fine, Zhe. How are you, and where are you right now?
I'm fine, and I'm in Jarut Banner of Tongliao City in North China's Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region. Now, standing beside me is one of our lawmakers, Wu Yunbo. He's showing me around the beef cattle farm he built for the villagers, and you can take a look.
I can see the cattle right now.
大家好.
Can you ask him what impressed him the most about in the conversation between President Xi and delegates from Inner Mongolia at the Two Sessions?
让我印象深刻的就是有的代表说了这个水冲厕所的事儿，完了总书记特别关心这个小小的一件这个厕所为革命的事儿，我给大家看一下。
你说这个水冲式厕所集体的那个下水道呢，还是每一家一个化粪池这个形式？
The real thing about the toilet construction, what does Xi Jinping care about the toilets in Inner Mongolia?
So what President Xi asked about is actually a nationwide campaign called Toilet Revolution. The move is to improve the sanitation of the toilets. Now it may sound small, but it's very important to every life, because in many parts of China's rural areas, there are no flushing toilets, and the sanitation can be a big problem. Such a condition not only affects people's health, but also hinders the development of tourism and the local economy. Rick, actually, Inner Mongolia is a very important ecological shield in North China. President Xi is very concerned about environmental protection in the region. Over the past 5 years, an average of 600,000 hectares of land have been afforested every year. Now the region's forest coverage rate is 22.1%. Welcome to Inner Mongolia for a tour, because it's really beautiful here.
I would definitely like to return there for a visit. Thanks.
再见。
This is a photo that a lot of Chinese are familiar with. It was taken in 2013 when Xi Jinping did an inspection tour to Shibadong village in Hunan. And you see the elderly woman in the picture? We wondered what she's like now.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Ziwei. Have you found the grandmother?
Actually, she's just right by my side. And she doesn't speak English. Yes, she wants me to tell you that many foreigners came here to visit her.
How is her life now?
And her life is great now. And let me show you around. The life in Shibadong village has changed a lot. During the two sessions in 2016, President Xi joined deliberation with deputies from Hunan province and asked whether older singles in Shibadong village could find their mates. The delegates were surprised and moved. 3 years after Xi's visit, he was still concerned about the marriage status of residents here. The issue seems petty, but it actually concerns the local people's livelihood. Now, people would like to live and get married here. Okay, you can see some women here married to men in Shibadong. And let them show you some of their handmade products.
Wow. I'm wondering, can people buy some of this embroidery online?
Yes, of course. And here is an embroidered bag, which you can shop it from the online shops.
I think a lot of people would love to do that.
Hi Rick, thanks for your support. Hope you can visit Shibadong sometime. We have all kinds of local food waiting for you.
I would love to try the local food in Shibadong, and I would love to visit. Thanks a lot. Well, the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu said, 天下难事必作有益，天下大事必作有细, which means if you want to do difficult things, start with the easy parts. And if you want to do great things, start with the small steps. Well, President Xi has mentioned this in many of his speeches. And what he has done is he has absorbed this ancient philosophy, and he's using that for the governing of China. Now the world is fighting the COVID-19 pandemic and suffering the economic setbacks. Well, how is China handling it? And what solutions can China offer the world?
Hello, Rick.
Hello, John. So you're in Tianjin, right?
Oh, yes, I'm now at the port of Tianjin. President Xi was visited here during an inspection tour to Tianjin, and this very important gateway port in North China.
So did you meet President Xi in person?
Oh, yes. Last year, President Xi joined discussions with national political advisors from the economic sector. So I was there.
What impressed you the most in the conversation?
During the discussion, I think what impressed me most is that people first was the key word in the discussions. And Xi stressed steadily progress in creating a new development pattern where domestic and foreign markets could boost each other with the domestic market as the mainstay.
Well, thank you, Professor Zhang. I think this is a positive signal to the world economy, and a good economy is what we need now, and it will benefit everyone. Thank you. 谢谢. In 2015, Xi Jinping gave a speech in Seattle, Washington. In that speech, he recalled the days of when he lived in Liangjiahe, which is a small village. He said that his wish most of the time living in that village was that the villagers could eat meat and have it often. His experience of living in that village gave him insight into rural life in China. Therefore, improving the lives of the poor has become his top priority in his mind and his heart.
坚持以人民为中心的发展思想， 无论面临多大挑战和压力，无论付出多大牺牲和代价，这一点都始终不渝，毫不动摇。人民至上，生命至上，保护人民生命安全和身体健康，我们可以不惜一切代价。
And now, as the 2021 Two Sessions are underway in Beijing, with the wisdom and hard work of the Chinese people, China is bringing more solutions and sharing the harmony with nature and with the world. And according to Chinese, creating a more miraculous future.